All right, guys, this will be the week 4 recap video. Before I get into the video, I have 2 announcements. One, I want to thank you guys for your feedback on the positional rankings. It was pretty split whether to keep it or get rid of it, but someone did point out that with the buys, they will probably be inaccurate anyways because some players will have more points just because um, they've played an extra week. So there's not a great way to get it to state positional rankings in the correct order by average. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrap those, but they're pretty easy to see within the ESPN app if you want to take a look yourself. And then also the other announcement, I don't think I've ever mentioned this yet on the videos. You guys already know this, but our last place punishment is 45 units. So you can do any combination of the following 3 things, but they just have to add up to 45. Drink a beer, eat a hot dog, and run a mile. So any combination of those 3 add up to 45, and that will be the last place regular season punishment. All right, so now getting into the video here, we have the GOAT and the WOT. So the GOAT this week was myself. I scored 175 points. So very good week for a high score. There were a lot of high scores this week, honestly, but 175, just an overall great performance from my team. I had 5 players score 20 or more, so it's a very solid performance there. And then the WOT this week was Jack's team. Jack scored 86 points this week. Just underwhelming week. Another week where AJ Brown didn't perform anywhere to his standards. So Jack will be looking to bounce back here this week. But moving into the matchup results, in the first matchup, I took down Joe. This matchup ended up not being very close at all. Like I said, just a lot of my players performed really well. Josh Jacobs, he was a primetime player. He did great. And then Patrick Mahomes also did great in the second window. So after that second window, it was kind of over there. And then for Joe's team, Bucky Irving performed great, but he also looks like he acquired an injury, so that might be rough moving forward. Looking into that second matchup for greatest ever, that one was a pretty rough matchup for Sam. He scraped out 100 points in the end, but he was behind for most of that matchup. And then for Grayson performed really well in that primetime game. George Pickens had a fantastic game, which was just kind of a highlight for his team that week. And then in that third matchup there between Cal and Tim, this was pretty close to the 1 o'clock window, but once that second window hit, Tim's team started to separate. Ashton Genty, great performance there. Bo Nix, great performance Monday night. And for Cal's team, Lamar Jackson, 3-week injury it's looking like. So that really hurts Cal's team moving forward. In that fourth matchup there between Alex and Jack, Alex won this one extremely easily, won by 60 points there. Puka Nacua, I mean, this dude is just insane this year. Matthew Stafford, just Prince legacy seasons for fantasy wide receivers. And for Jack's team there, Baker Mayfield, another solid game. He's probably one of the best deep ball throwers at this point in the NFL. I mean, he's looked really good just as a fan. But then the rest of his team just continuing to underperform. And that last matchup there between Kerr and Colt, Colt won this one. Colt finally gets on the board with a win. Christian McCaffrey did great. Carson Wentz looked pretty bad, but was able to cherry pick some stats there at the end to have a solid week. And then DK Metcalf obviously had that 80-plus yard touchdown in Ireland. And then for Jack's team, kind of a rough one. Justin Fields kind of scraped out some points there at the end of the Monday night game as well, but he'll be looking to bounce back. And as you guys will see later, Jack made a big trade. All right, so taking a look at the standings here, things are still pretty tight. No undefeated teams and no winless teams. So everybody is within 2 games. There is a bit of a spread for points for right now, but still pretty tight. So nothing crazy to look at here. Taking a look at the waiver results here, there's not really many great pieces I think that got added. Grayson was able to snag Amari DiMercado, who may be the new RB1 for the Cardinals with the Trey Benson injury. So that's pretty nice for him. The 2 things I want to point out are 2 drops that happened. The first one, Tyreek Hill got dropped, obviously, because of his season-ending injury. and that may have been a big reason as to why Jack ended up making the trade that he did. And then also Rashad White got dropped before the Bucky Irving news came out. So whoever's first whoever's first on the waiver order that gets that pickup will be very happy with that Rashad White snag. So looking at the upcoming matchups, that first matchup between myself and Kless is pretty poverty. With the Josh Jacobs bye and Trey Benson injury, my RB2 is Kareem Hunt, who's projected 5 points. And then for Kless, he's projected to win right now. So might be a big opportunity for Kless to get take advantage of a scheduling break. And then the other matchup that I think will be pretty interesting this week is between I've Given Up and Call of Duty after that trade and their new lineups. So that's all I have for this recap video. The Intel video will be out next Monday. So thank you guys.